bothered the crap out of me with Fallout 4 is like you get to a point, you've done like everything, and you like built up all these settlements and all that. Then fucking Preston Garvey, god damn, there's another settlement that's in need of our help. It's like fucking Radiant Quest, never-ending bullshit. I'm like, dude,
he's the worst companion too, man.
Yeah.
I went around until I got him maxed out. You know, he's easy to max out though, because he really gets off on you like doing gun mods, and I love doing gun mods. So, you know, he's all wet and bothered by that. And I ditched him as soon as I got the perk. Like as soon as I got it. But even while I was doing all that, I shot him in the head like 4 times. Just because it was super late. And he's like, you really think you need to be picking that up? I'm like, motherfucker, what do you think I built your house out of?
Yeah, he was so annoying.
But
which is a shame.
I splurged because it was on like clearance for like $11. I got all of the DLC.
I would highly suggest, recommend the one that's in like on like the island.
Yeah,
that one is
new. That's the Nick Valentine, and he's the best in the game.
Yeah,
I thought he was the best companion in the whole game.
That one is very like Shadow over Innsmouth feels to it. I really like that that expansion. You know, 'cause it's like
that's the only expansion. The other ones are more just additives.
Yeah.
But so I've got the robot companion now. And she can carry a fuck ton, so I love her.
I think she makes fun of you too.
But you know what? I just found out, and in this playthrough, I'm doing it differently. You can use mods on through the console on a PS5. So I was able to go in and actually add in some of the fun, cool mods. I didn't do any like cheat mods, but quality of life mods, and it's nice.
Yeah.
All right, sorry guys, I'm babbling on here.
It's okay. John's got technical difficulty anyway, so.
Yeah.
All right, John, you want to talk to us?
That's what I was showing. No, so because I was playing Fallout, then I started doing these kind of things.
Cute.
For those.
Would you get a cricket or something?
I did, but this is 3D printed. It's all 3D printed on there, but it's cool because it's
nice.
Yeah, your nug stash.
if I enjoyed the nugs, they didn't send me into a full-on blown-out panic attack, shaking in the shower.
But I'm actually, John, I'm working on I'm printing out the I'm gonna make some of the guns. I'm gonna do the laser gun for sure. I've got the files for the plasma gun, but that's gonna take me months of print time. I mean, that's ridiculous. And I'm gonna do a couple more of the the cyberpunk guns too. I want to do that Arasaka smart semi automatic.
Babe, yours just still terrible. I
don't know. I don't know what is causing it.
Gilbert has infected Kaz.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody else sounds amazing.
I blame Silver.
Thing is that Filbert don't give a fuck.
Discord was. I caught
your blame. He's like Teflon. Your blame just slides right off of him.
For all the hate you want, I had the hat trick last session.
That's right. You did have the hat trick.
Yeah.
Which I remember only because I rewatched the end of the last session, so I can remember where the fuck happened.
Yeah.
All right.
The alien.
Yeah, the creature in the glass cage, the oozy weird, bizarre Hippocaris. All right. Well, that's a good segue in. We can start up if everyone is ready. Excuse me. All right, so you guys had made your way to a high tower of some kind of magic. Imagine that. You're in the Tower of Enchantment. And after battling some rugs that turned out to be mimics who wanted to eat you, you made your way upstairs, led by what appeared to be the high wizardess of enchantment, the master of this tower. But when you got upstairs, you saw there was a large magical device made of glass and steel that had some kind of gelatinous, oozy kind of creature in it, almost like a giant amoeba looking thing inside of it. And when this high wizardess lured you in, it proved to be not so caged in, and snuck out and attacked you, while the wizardess crumbled to the ground, almost like a lifeless puppet, when you take the hand out of it. Thea, with her uncannily high passive perception, noticed that there was a kind of a tendril or a tether running from this creature to the what you thought was the high sorceress or high wizardess. I don't want to say high sorceress. You did battle, and as Filbert mentioned, as David mentioned already, Filbert had the last final killing blow of this creature as well. It had appeared to be almost trying to parlay with you just before it was dispatched, but it was, and it is now a corpse on the ground. Thea, you had gone over to begin quickly looking at this body of this sorceress, wizardess, trying to revive her, and that's where we kind of ended last week. Let me bring you guys back to the room. Oop, too much. All right. How's that? That jive with everybody's memory? Because these days, mine is suspect.
I do believe I was trying to the crown off of her.
Oh, right, because she had that crown on her head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's where we left it. So, as you reach down to try to remove this crown from her, you go to tug at it, and you realize that it's actually part of her. And you see like the collar of her shirt just below, you can see where the clothes actually all kind of fuse in, and it's all like one piece. And things kind of like drape off of her main form, like parts of her clothes and whatnot. But everything is all kind of one thing. In fact, this is not a crown on her head, but it's actually kind of part of her skull, or not even her skull, right? It's just...
Okay.
Now, just to remind you guys what's in the room, there are these kind of strange pinkish lights that are strung around, illuminating the room in this kind of pinkish hue. There's a lot of pink in this tower. It's not a Dolores, whatever her name was. I will not tell lies kind of pink, but it's definitely pink. Um, there is a seating area in the far end over by Villain. Tam Tam, you are very close to a kind of wrecked area, but there is definitely some debris and what appears to be a cabinet that used to be there, that it's only partially intact. The main room is filled by this large device. You can see now that there are some supporting elements of it outside, and it appears to be some kind of control mechanism on a desk like kind of platform here. And Thea, there is a large bookshelf with several tomes, which is intact, very close to where you are right now.
Yeah, I guess I'll go look at that.
And you will note that there is a long pink rug that leads from the door that you entered right to this bookshelf. A runner, if you will.
Elaine, you want to come check this bookshelf out with?
Certainly. Just a moment, and she kind of doesn't want to get her boots in this kind of amoeba-y kind of mess that Filbert has created.
Yeah.
Oh, Master Halfling, very good shot. Thank you very much. I'll keep my notes to myself about the mess. Thank you.
She got wrecked, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So Villain looks like hell in a handbasket. She is beat to shit. One of her eyes are always behind the eye patch, but the other one is almost halfway swollen shut. There is actually blood coming out of her ear from the blow that she took to the side of the head.
I'm not feeling too.
Her proverbial bell has been rung. Yes, this looks to be a bookshelf.
Well, I mean, it looks important. The rugs go in here, so I mean, I thought maybe that crown was important, but it appears part of this person.
Yes, it is interesting. It's almost as if this was being controlled by the creature. Fascinating.
Yeah.
And I wonder what this contraption actually meant to do.
Suck our brains out. Obviously. Turn us into those puppet lady.
Perhaps. But why would that crown be part of her being? And this looks almost as if it's a construct, don't you think?
I mean, the creature's dead now, so kind of feel like it was powering that thing, so I don't think we could get any wisdom out of that. Maybe one of these books will tell it.
So what do you want to do here, Thea? Are you searching?
I'm gonna have Professor Skint, I can't read fucking Netherese. Is there anything there that looks, important to what we're doing, not just interesting for your studies?
Go ahead and roll for me a investigation check.
Okay. I'm great at those. High still.
First roll, 2024.
And it's 10.
10 is the DC.
Nice.
So even though you were looking for kind of answers and trying to gain the ideas of the books, you happen to take one off the shelf, and you see there's kind of a latch there behind the book that you just happened to pull off the shelf.
Nice. Oh, I've always wanted one of these in my house. One day.
So you found a latch.
Yeah, click the latch.
Well, you got to tell me you're gonna flick the latch. I don't know.
Oh, I thought it's just like, I pulled the book, like, automatic kind of.
All right. So as you click the latch, the door, the bookshelf rather, kind of shifts and then begins to slide open. And you see there is beyond that a room similarly lit in pink, kind of a glow similar to the room that you're in. Can you see it on your map?
I can't see into it, but I'm gonna check it out.
No, hang on. I tried to use the cool new Roll20 secret door feature that apparently does not work for shit. Because it says it's open, but I can clearly see that you can't see through.
Oh yeah, I got it. Okay.
I did that. I physically moved you in.
Oh.
You see, on the floor is the emaciated female human wizard dressed in tattered pink scraps. And she's seated in a chair, staring blankly out a window towards the glacial wall. A golden staff lies on the ground beside her chair.
Wow.
You recognize with your passive perception of 478 that she is clearly the same woman that you saw out front. If you were to have sucked all of the life and vitality and aged her significantly, you can still make out that was when the room would be a healthy version to this almost scarecrow of a woman. Her hair is very frail and patchy. The cheekbones are very hollow in, and there's almost like no recognition to you as you guys walk in. She just continues to stare blankly out the wall. She is breathing.
Okay.
Oh, she's alive.
I'm gonna pick up her staff and say, I think you dropped this, and put it in her hand.
Her hands don't move. Are you going to physically take her hand and put it around?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I know what the issue is with my headset. I will be right back.
Very good. Give him a moment. David, yours is still working, right? Or are you muted?
Oh no, we lost David. That's what happened. John figured out what was wrong, and so now David can't talk anymore.
He's just using his lovely economy of words and saving them up for...
Hey, there you are.
We're just playing with you. Oh, I forgot we are in the Tower of Magic. Sorry. Sirenscape, I'm paying for it. I might as well use it.
Can I just I would just like to quickly throw a dart at that runner just to make sure it doesn't move.
Okay. Roll an attack roll, please. Oh my goodness. Why are you plus a -1?
I have no idea. It should be +9.
Yeah,
I rolled an 11. So I don't know where that plus -1 came from. Weird.
Base roll 11 plus 5 9 plus proficiency. Yeah, that's weird because even in the description it doesn't say anything about a -1. Very strange.
Don't know.
Yeah, you expertly stick a dart into the garishly pink runner. You wait a minute, brief pause for any kind of feel of movement, but you think you did, but then you're not sure if maybe that was just you were expecting it, and then nothing else. So,
And the rug is good, guys. Just so you know,
Killed it.
I killed it. I'm gonna go pick up my dart now.
all right, Verlaine, after kind of looking over the books and seeing what they were, she's definitely going to be all about looking at this machinery, because I mean, it's wizardry kind of machinery, and she's a wizard, so she's going to kind of take a look at that and see what she sees. Okay. We'll wait for John to get back. I don't want to get too far into this. David is back, so. Man, they even changed all the icons in Roll20. It's like,
I know.
I mean, come on, man.
Just leave it alone, man. We were used to the icons. I know. I was
Give me
there.
functionality, not lipstick on a pig. Come on.
All right, how do I sound now? Do I sound better?
You sound like Kaz.
I can't hear you.
What's that?
All right, so is this better now, though?
A little bit.
Does it sound better?
A little bit, yeah.
Seems like it.
Definitely not your normal.
Yeah.
It's not as good as you normally are.
Yeah. Well, normally I'm just coming through the camera microphone, but like I found out what the issue is. So I was getting a bunch of robotic voice from like you and everybody else too, and I was like, wait a minute. And I got up and I looked at the back of my computer, and I never installed the wireless antennas on the back of my computer for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth.
Had to do it.
So, yeah. So now I got good, solid connectivity. And then I can't find my antenna, so I had to steal one of the kids from one of the kids' computers. They're not here right now, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, welcome back. Thea found a hidden door into a room where you have found this emaciated version of the High Sorceress. Wizardress. Staring out of a window.
Does she seem to be alive?
Yeah.
She's breathing.
She's alive.
And Thea put her golden staff that she found on the ground in her hand.
Okay.
I was hoping maybe it would wake because she seemed to have dropped it. Wish I could help her, but I have no spells.
Does she have that same crown on her head or anything?
She does.
I'm gonna take the crown off of her head. Let me go whack. That's sus.
All right. Hang on a second. I gotta look something up. What is that gonna do?
What, Joe?
Well, if you're going to take the crown off her head, you should probably take the staff in case she wakes up and gets mad at us and tries to fight us or something. So I'm going to grab that staff as she's taking the crown off her head.
Okay, so you take the crown off of her
and
head.
Just kind of hold on to it.
And Kaz, you rush forward, being suspicious and cautious after getting a rug trying to eat your face. You leap forward and you grab the staff and you snatch it away.
Okay.
She shows absolutely no reaction to either of these things and continues to stare out the wall.
Okay.
I think I found something. Oh, yes, indeed, we have indeed found something. Yes, most fascinating. From the other room, you hear Verlaine and the Professor Orb as they are studying the device.
Go investigate what they are talking about. She's not going anywhere.
I'm afraid that I have good news and I have bad news. So the good news is that this is a most marvelous device. The professor and I have determined that this is a highly enchantable device that can cast and affect a great many things. The bad news is that the more higher functionality and the more powerful aspects of what it can do, according to these notes, were powered by the creature that was trapped within that is now the puddle over there and slightly on my boots. But it's not all bad news. I mean, there are some things it can still do. Master Goliath, what is that you're holding?
This seems to be her staff. She's kind of catatonic in there in a chair.
Oh, that
staring
is
out the window.
a very potent
like a nice
magical item. Do be careful with that.
You want to take a look at it? Someone that knows magic stuff want to take a look at it? See if they can discern what it might be.
Sure.
Thea's got a crown too. It came off her real head.
Whew. Okay. So she looks at this. She takes the staff and she puts it down. She's trying to focus on what she's got in front of her here. And there is a very pertinent use, I believe. Though I assume that there would be some risks involved with the fact that it would require some of us, or those of us in the greatest need, to be unconscious for a good 10-15 minutes. But I do believe that I can grant us a proper night's rest and rejuvenation with the use of this device. But we would be incapacitated and would need to stay so until the spell had worked the enchantment had worked its magic. Ah, I kill myself. Ah, necromancy jokes.
I mean, I know some of us could definitely use that.
Well, I can provide this for 3 of us.
I know that you need it.
Oh, I'm
Thea
fine.
definitely needs it.
What do you mean you're fine? Listen, none of us are necromancers, okay? If you go and kill yourself, we can't bring you back, Lane.
Well, that might be true.
I mean, she doesn't have to. She only kind of brings us back. I mean,
Well, it's unfortunate. I can also do a couple of other things with this. It will provide a sleep, like a normal sleep spell for those, who need to sleep. But I also could lay a gaze upon an individual and compel them. But it's higher functionalities, the modifying of memories, and a form of greater restoration that would undo the gaze spell. Unfortunately, are lost with the death of the creature. And I don't see any references whatsoever here to the codex.
Yeah.
I think
Now, Mistress Cleric, might you be able to perform some kind of greater restoration?
Yes, if I had, help.
Well, perhaps this magical rest could restore that ability, and maybe we could...
I mean, even if I do, I can only cast the one. So,
Well, there is another option. If I were to rest magically and be able to prepare a spell, so I could speak with a corpse.
killer. So it's either you rest and get the greater restoration and cure her, or we kill her and
Let's go with option.
and speak with it. Option 1. Yeah, I think that's the better option.
I don't know. I think either one works.
Functionally, absolutely. But I've been traveling with this one a little bit longer than you, my diminutive friend. She's a bit pristine in her worldview.
Yeah, which is why I definitely wasn't trying to betray you or get you killed. I kept trying to tell you that. Lathander would not be okay with that.
You trying to blow up the frog lady?
She looks
Like-
suspicious.
Little one, don't confuse her with facts. It makes her prickly.
Oh, okay.
Right, so we can do the effect of the full rest of 3 people.
But Elaine has to cast it, so she can't use it on herself. Is that correct?
No, she could.
Okay.
She could initiate the process and select herself.
I mean, Filbert, how are you feeling?
I mean, not great, but I think the 2 magic users more than any of us.
Yeah.
And
And
perhaps the one
other
who
than-
gets her healing back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have one healing potion that I could give somebody if I was to do the rest.
Yeah.
One healing potion left. Because that would give me a bunch of that would give me all of my abilities back. I could get big.
So I think it should be Thea, Kaz, and Elaine. And then we can give the healing potion to...
Yes, it's unfortunate with the power of the creature to generate power for the device. We could have done this several times if we needed to, but as it stands, it only has enough energy in it to accommodate 3 recipients.
Yeah, I don't trust that, you know. If you guys want to do it and you die, that's cool.
How about you stand guard for us while we're...
Considering she's also, near at full health.
Yeah.
Yes, I am at full health, but I don't have a lot, like any of my stuff.
However, it also will provide in 10 minutes of time the benefit of a hour's worth of normal rest. So mechanically, you can, for an additional 3 people, it can do a short rest in 10 minutes. And it's not dependent on it doesn't count as a short rest mechanically. So you only can get 2 short rests in a 24-hour period normally. This is like a free one that you would get.
But 3 people can get long rests and 3 people can get short rests.
Correct.
I get nothing except health back from any kind of rest, so a short rest would be fine for me.
A short rest will give me my key back.
Yep. There you go. All right.
Now,
well, Sam
I
and
would
Silver,
suggest,
you guys
however,
can
that we
watch.
did these 10-minute increments in waves, unless we are trusting of the tower to not slay us in our sleep.
Nope.
No.
We would be able to.
So we could do like
Well, you would be awoken if you so chose. Rather not chose, but if you were to be is in a normal sleep, someone to shake you, a loud noise, whatnot, might wake you up. That would interrupt the process. I could certainly oversee and raise a tremendous racket if something were to enter the room for 10 minutes, if you so choose, or you can go in shifts as you deem. I just want to give you that option. Guys, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom.
Yay.
Okay.
I'll use the restroom too.
And cast darkness, guys, and then no one will see us.
Hey, while she's in the bathroom, John,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see this. Kind of. You see that? That's the first layer.
Kind of.
I'll take a picture and send it to you. I cannot figure out for the life of me why it did that. It was printed, the orientation was with this being down, right? So that was the first layer. And I thought, well, at first I thought, well, maybe that's the, I thought it was like some kind of raft, you know, because there were supports on the ends for this curved piece.
Yeah.
And I checked the slicer because luckily I still had the slicer, had that up. So I could like go in and see all the, I have no idea. I've never seen this before. I'm going to have to get some kind of like filler for it. Because this was a 9-hour print. I did this at 0.8 layer height.
Yeah.
And the rest
again?
It's this weird kind of.
Is it resin?
No, it's I tried to do it in resin. Resin was going to take for both this and there's like a thing that slides in there. It's a holotape.
Okay.
But it slides in and the it's like the thing that pops out of the holotape. It's in the tray. It's a SD card holder.
Okay.
But I tried to do it in the resin printer. It was only going to take 2.5 hours to do both of them, as opposed to 15 hours to do an FL. But my supports clearly, it failed. It failed so badly. And I don't know if it was my supports. I don't know if the resin is just old, you know, and it's just, you know, no good anymore, which is unfortunate. But it was in the it was in the tray for a long time, you know. And I took it out and I remixed it and all that. And it also could be it's cold as shit here, and I know that the resin does not like it cold.
No, it doesn't. And like depending on how old it is, resin does go bad.
So I think the resin might be bad, which sucks because that's, you know, $30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have some kind of flooding tomorrow or something. I don't know. Possibly tornadoes.
See high winds. High winded by 3, and then like some impossible coastal flooding because of the high winds.
Did you guys, Rebecca and Dave, did it snow by you guys this week?
Yes.
Yeah, we got like 6 to almost 7 inches.
I heard it's been a year
You
where a
got
lot of
rain
people
down
are.
by you, right?
It was just rain. We got really lucky. But we got a shitload of rain.
And it was just above you guys.
Yeah, I hear it's been like record lows for snow across the country.
Yeah, I wonder why
For
that
most
could be.
days.
Well, again, this Saturday it's supposed to rain like crazy around here. Hopefully it doesn't snow by you guys. Not you two. Fucking douche.
I think we're rain tomorrow and then rain, wintry mix over the weekend. I think it was supposed to be. So
That's survivable.
If it starts snowing here, that's when you know it's end of days.
Apocalypse.
oh, like Texas is getting hit with like snow and shit.
Yeah, but it snows in
Like
Texas.
north
It doesn't
Texas.
fucking snow here. We're like subtropical. Although I think the last time it snowed in Ybor City was in 1956. It snowed in Ybor City.
You made that up.
No, it's something around the 50s or 60s.
Sounds totally made up.
Look it up.
I'm
It's like
playing
the
with you.
50s or 60s. Because I looked it up because I was curious if it had ever snowed here.
That's the equivalent
And
to
there
me
was-
like poking you behind the pirate bar.
Because it snows in Baton Rouge. It's just shitty snow. I've never seen real snow in my life. Only like snow cone,
Not
slushy.
missing much.
Unless you ski. And then
I
snow's awesome.
disagree.
Snow
The
is
snow was terrible. It was like you dumped out everything from a snow cone everywhere. That was the snow.
Ah.
All right. Okay.
Flush.
So, Verlaine begins to make the preparations. You see here kind of attaching vials of different liquids and rearranging them. The professor kind of giving her instructions and comparing knowledge between the two of them. And she gets it set up. And she indicates for where each of you should stand.
I will move to where she tells me
The
to.
professor, sitting on the ledge there, says, I can intone the words to initiate. I could also use my mage hand to work the levers. However, if either one of you would like to assist me and pull the lever,
What was the lever, Kronk?
And
Yeah.
I'll do it.
very well. He begins to chant into the thing, and he says, when I flash brightly, pull the lever.
Which lever?
Put your hand on it, and I'll tell you when you are on the right one.
This one?
Nope, the other lever.
This one?
That one. You messed up my joke. All right. So he begins to the incantation, and then he brightly pulses. And as you pull the lever, you see the three of your companions just kind of head down. I need both of you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Hey.
Ooh, Verlaine. What's her con save? Anything? Ooh, +3. 21 for Verlaine.
25.
All right, so none of you drool on yourself as you fall into this deep sleep. In fact, you all look very composed. And you're all, those of you who remain awake, are struck with how angelic Kaz looks in his slumber right now.
Can I take out a piece of charcoal and draw a mustache on him?
You may wake him.
That'd
And
be
then
like
a penis on his forehead.
You may wake him.
Gently.
Give me a sleight of hand check. You wake him, you ruin the spell.
It's just for Cad. It's fine.
Oh yeah, no problem. So that's right, because Goliaths don't have beards. So yes, you sketch out what kind of mustache? Are we talking like handlebar?
It's gonna be like the
Dirk-
Snidely's whatever guy.
Little Dirk Dastardly.
Yeah. Like the super cartoony, like.
And the penis on the forehead too. Is that what you said?
Yes, please.
All right.
Said penis.
It's detachable though.
Yes.
For all you Dr. Demento, am I the only one old enough to remember Dr. Demento?
Remember detachable.
I remember the King Missile song.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It was King Missiles. It was not. It wasn't Dr. Demento. That was great. That was great. I love that show. All right. So, 10 minutes go by. The two of you have time. Is there anything you guys want to be doing? The Professor Orb, while they're asleep, actually uses his mage hand and he moves over to the shelves.
I did what I needed to do.
Okay. He moves over to the bookshelves and is studying the tomes contained therein. I don't understand why this Oh, I see what the problem is. Sorry, I'm talking. I've been spending so much time alone. I've gotten this bad habit. I talk to myself constantly now. Apologies.
Okay, I do it all the time.
We're all mad here.
The somehow it got broken. It wasn't updating the character sheets. If anybody's having that problem, that your character sheet's not getting updated when you adjust it on your token, I know what the problem is. I just figured it out. Although it will mean I need to delete and save the token. So let me do that real quick. Edit. How do I delete the token? Oh, there's remove. You selected. Save changes. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So Tam, anything? Nothing?
No, I'm just keeping watch, making sure nothing inanimate attacks us again.
Both of you guys roll perception checks then. Okay. Tam, you are mesmerized by these pink lights and then the shadows that are going on, and kind of are focused on that. Filbert, well, you're kind of doing more of a sentry, kind of focused on looking for threats. You do find in the debris of this spilled planter kind of thing, you find a small leather satchel that had looked like it had been maybe buried in the dirt of the planter there. That when it overturned, kind of became exposed, and you notice it.
These lights are pretty.
Here we go.
Am I back?
Yeah.
You are back.
And I would like to take a closer look at the satchel.
It is a kind of a small leather bag that universal in times of those without wallets for carrying items around in, tied with a leather cord.
All right. Does it seem like there's something in it?
Oh yeah, there's definitely some weight in it, and you hear some clinking.
Cool. I'll take a look. Open it up.
Opening it up, you see there are several different. You know what? I'm going to use my fancy dice. I spend enough goddamn money on them. Ooh, they are so sexy pretty though.
Oh yeah, John, you can show them your dice that you got for Christmas.
Oh yeah. Let's see if I can find it.
I mean, I like metal dice a lot, but I think I like stone dice the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're cut right.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they are super wonky.
Oh, on the roll, you mean?
Like
Our
the
friends,
shape of them, like they're misshapen.
Oh, these look perfect. I mean, it's Bartles and Grimm.
Good then.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like our friend Will, which is also my boss, he made the box for him,
Nice.
like out of like hardwood. That's what he does. That's one of his hobbies. And then he 3D printed out of carbon fiber
Holy
the
shit.
inserts in here.
Hey, you should turn off your blur because it's making it impossible to see the box. Like, the inside of the box looks terrible.
You are so married.
I get it.
What? I think our connection's bad, babe.
I mean, I'm getting 500 megabits per second on the computer.
Yeah, it's just you, Tara. You're the redheaded stepchild in the house, man. You're not allowed bandwidth.
Let's see here.
Guess it's me.
Let's see.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, he like 3D printed the insert, but like the dice are titanium.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The scavenge erect jet fighter?
Yeah, I guess he had gotten them like earlier in the year. He had gotten multiple sets of them when he was at some event, and like he was like, "Well, those will make great gifts later in the year."
Those are dope.
But yeah, they're titanium. They're fucking heavy.
I wonder how hard it is to print with carbon fiber. I actually was looking at it right before our show, our session.
Hard.
That's what I would think.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you need to. What?
I'm getting 1.2 megabytes.
Megabits? Oh, yeah, that's horrible.
That's dial-up. Go ahead and deal with that, and I'm gonna tell Filbert what he has found.
Yeah.
Filbert, inside the bag, you find 12 platinum pieces.
All right.
And you find...
We're doing that. Well, hold on. Before you do that.
53 gold. It was a good sized bag.
Nice.
At the bottom of the bag, the last thing to fall out.
What? Okay. Did you reconnect? Is that what you did? Okay. Yeah, that's definitely much better.
Sorry, my kids gave me a book for Christmas. I couldn't remember which one it was, and I wanted to use it, but it was not the book I was thinking I got. Oh.
I got the Old Gods of Appalachia. Some RPG.
Yeah, it's a.
I got this one.
Guess it's supposed to be like a horror RPG.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Ooh. It's supposed to look really good.
This is the third one of this. I love this series. I got one for random encounters, one for non-player characters, and then that one. Oh.
I got John a smartwatch.
And they gave me that one.
Nice.
So now I have all three. And moving forward, when I write my own campaigns, I will be using non-monster manual. Fuck you, wizards.
There you go. Yeah, Tara got me a Pixel watch.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Now
she can track your ass wherever you're at.
Well, I mean, that's possible with just a phone.
Listen, man.
Phone already does that.
Let me have my jokes.
The watch is nice. Now I know exactly how shitty I sleep.
Yeah, I have a Samsung Galaxy 5. I think it's called the Galaxy 5, whatever. Gear 5. And yeah, it does all that shit, and it's like, ooh, that's not good.
Yeah.
David, do me a favor. Roll me a percentage die. I'm gonna let you do it. $63. Of course. I don't know what that is. Hang on, give me 2 seconds. Inside, you find the last thing that falls down into the pile as you're dumping it out into your hand is a ring. One side of it is kind of this stylized head of a ram with curled horns that kind of would sit.
Nice. Cool.
I'm trying to see if I can find a picture here.
Well, the coins are in my coin purse now, and I will hold on to the ring until Elaine snaps back out of her nap.
Okay. just making a quick little handout for you. All right, D&D Beyond sucks. Fuck you, Wizards. I'm really bummed that people who are like really not Wizards of the Coast fans who got to preemptively try the VTT said it's really good.
Yeah.
Which
like
that
was
sucks.
Like a lot of the people that have nothing but criticism for Wizards for the most part have said it's really good.
I know. I hate that.
Well, when you're dumping as much money into it as they are,
yeah,
I would hope
that's
that
where
it's good.
all the money went. That's where all the energy and all the money went.
Yep. Well, I mean, they just fired a bunch of their creative staff, so.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
2 weeks before Christmas.
They just kept the programmers. There you go, David. Yeah. Or Filbert, or whoever I'm talking to.
Oh, cool.
All right, so as you quickly pocketed all that stuff, as the 10 minutes begin to end, the sleepers have awoken. You feel energized. You feel well rested.
Trying to decide what I want.
Yes, I was going to remind you, Thea, that you feel the urge to pray.
Yes.
Upon waking. You feel as though you have slept more soundly than you have in as long as you can remember. That's quite amazing. The Netherese knew their business, did they not?
Hey, Elaine, since you've been able to rejuvenate some, I do have this ring we got a while in the last tower. If you could take a look at it.
Me too. I got a ring.
Oh, you got a ring? Where'd you get a ring?
I found it.
Nice. Find anything else?
Just this lead that the ring came in.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm glad you guys are not dead.
Me too.
Feel rejuvenated that I might be able to actually complete this. Like before, I hate to admit, my spirit was waiting. This arduous journey that we've been on, no rest.
Great lady.
The light of the Thander's having trouble piercing the darkness of this place.
Yeah, bright lady, you weren't as bright as you were like an hour or two ago when you set the room on fire.
I can fireball again.
Well, while they're checking out rings, I'm going to go into the other room and cast Greater Restoration on Homegirl.
Okay. All right, so you're doing that.
Yeah.
Kaz, you have asked her to look at your ring. She confesses. She says, "I feel somewhat embarrassed that I don't have the ability to identify. For it was not my forte. My studies went in a different direction. However, let me take a look and then confer with the professor and see if there might be something we can divine. No offense, cleric.
I'm in the other room.
Let me just double check something real quick here. I just want to see the Professor Orb has its own abilities. Let me just double check to make sure.
By the way, I was wrong. It was 1977.
I told you it was fake news.
Yeah, it sounded like you were pulling that 56 right out of your ass.
Well, it's because the article has this many years ago, and like I don't know, I read it backwards. I did see a picture from the 60s though, but that must have been like a different time or something. It was definitely 6th picture I saw.
Yes, unfortunately, I have 4 areas of expertise that I have been created for the study of, which the history of the Netheree, vampirism and traits of vampires, the ritual of making, bottling, and drinking of Elverquisite, and the study of the most fascinating of creatures, the Tarask. Magical items are not within my area of expertise or study. I do apologize.
All right.
Well, I must say I am shocked that I'm saying this, but I miss the goblin. She smelled atrociously. However, she was handy.
I kept all the good stuff.
Yeah, if she was sitting here, she could have like let Elaine borrow the book for like an hour or two and copy the stuff.
So we have 2 arcanists, neither of which have the identify spell.
You have 1 arcanist.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
one ball.
the book counts as 1.
Who does?
The ball.
The book or the ball. Sorry.
He's the ball.
Not really. It can't. The only thing it can cast is Mage Hand. It's more of a kind of semi-aware, conscious database than it is an arcanist.
Well,
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just try it on. Wear it for a while. See what happens.
I knew you were gonna do that.
You should have put it on before you slept, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I don't even remember what the ring was.
No. Yeah, it's just a ring. I have here a ring of some sort that is seemingly magic.
Where did you find it?
We found it in the last tower, I think it was.
You know, it was
The
the
last
one
tower
that
we
had the whatchamacallit,
Soccer game.
the evocation.
theater.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It was the theater one.
The theater, yes.
Yeah, the theater
It
one.
is.
Oh, was that the
The
theater
Reddit.
one?
Yeah, that was the last one we were in.
You're right.
The ring of running and jumping and being really good at sports stuff.
It is not.
Damn.
I don't need that.
That was the Tower of Illusion, I believe.
So
Right?
it's the ring of biscuit.
Of biscuit making? Yeah, he feels the need to come up behind you in your hair.
That was my Eddie Izzard's quote there.
It's completely inappropriate. And of course, that's the one tower that I can't find. For fuck's sake. Abjuration, divination, transmutation, evocation, conjuration. Why do I have 2 abjurations? Oh, I don't.
I know.
Of them's actually
And
illusionary.
you're in enchantment, right? The illusionary one has gone invisible.
Well, you know.
Ah, here it
You
is.
do.
I found it. Sorry, Kaz. Oh, that's right. You got the decks in there. You know what? That's not where you found it at all.
Huh?
No, I know
I thought
where
it
you
was.
No, you found it on the skeleton that was frozen inside the oozes that thawed. That you then had to fight in the whatchamacallit court. The lightning ball court.
Lightning ball, yeah. That's what I thought.
You're right.
It is the ring of running and jumping and climbing and being good at stuff.
Bright gold ring on the finger of skeleton.
It is actually. All right, so you're just putting it on now for the first
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, well, I was like, when I had asked Elaine last time, I thought she had said that she just didn't have it prepared.
No, she
And
said
she
she
was-
just didn't have it. Is what she said. Okay, so you put it on. You get the sense. We're not going to make it the stupid D&D movie thing where you suddenly go inside and you look at a picture of yourself yelling at you. Are you worthy of me? Fucking, that was the stupidest fucking thing ever. The rest of that movie was I at least laughed at. The fat dragon, all that shit. I loved it.
Yeah.
That part.
I
Was
thought
like,
I thought it was an alright interpretation of.
I think it's personal to the caster is what I got from him. Like that particular caster had a lot of confidence issues, which is why I thought that his attunement was.
well, in 5e there is no requirement for attunement. You know,
But again, if he's got confidence issues, can't get past level 1.
dude, it could be the
I thought
equivalent
it was
of
cute.
magical Viagra, man. You put it on in an hour, it works. All right, you know, it's all good. Yes, you put this on your finger, and after an hour, you realize it's on the wrong part of your body. This is a magical Mr. Stud. Oh, I can't even remember the rest of the ad now. And I've only heard it 8 gajillion times. All right, so it takes an hour to attune. However,
Yeah.
once it does, here it is.
Ooh.
Especially for Mr. Kaz, who doesn't have any way of, incapacitating anybody with a ruin or, negating anything else with a ruin. It's a good thing. Good thing you got that.
So it is the ring of running, jumping, climbing.
It is. It totally is. I mean, it was like you're very astute. Filbert, here is yours. I'm assuming, did you not put it on? I shouldn't have shown it to you. Filbert might not have put it on.
Hey.
I'm so happy. Loved.
I do, though, canonically. I love the idea of Filbert, who already has Hank's fucking bow, now has the Green Lantern ring that shoots out a ram to go charging across the room, and he's all of 3'2".
Yeah.
I fucking love that. Because if you think about it, his bow has shaped, it's magical, right? So it resizes, because that's the way we do things. So his bow is about 2 feet long. The arrows that, when they leave the bow, look more like little darts. And then, turn it. And yet he does this cannon fire, howitzer level damage with this thing. Fucking love that.
The sneak attack.
That's why Kaz needs the axe, the magical axe from the Dungeons and Dragons.
There was no axe. There was no axe.
Oh, there was. He had an axe. There was a barbarian with an axe.
No, Bobby the Barbarian had that club, which was like a tree trunk. And it was perfect for a dumb little shit, because all it did was go bang.
Yeah, why don't we have the rope?
Everybody's else's did, like, as they progressed, they got like clever with it and shit. All Bobby ever did, because he was always an annoying little shit, was bang shit. That's all he could do, because he was dumb as a box of rocks.
But he was a barbarian.
And then that stereotype of barbarian continued on for the next 30 years. Thank you very much, Bobby. You little shit.
Intelligence dump stat. It made intelligence the dump stat of every barbarian for the rest of the time.
Oh my god.
So, I'm going to, I've been in there, we'll say I was praying in here while they were doing that thing, and
Okay.
gonna come in here and restore Homegirl.
All right. So while you're in there doing that, what's the cast time on Greater Restoration?
It's instantaneous.
Oh, is it? Okay. So you're doing your
Trying to get back in the room. There we go.
We're gonna say that you're doing your prayers, and whatnot.
Yeah.
Elaine, Villain asks, would you two ready like to be refreshed? A cat nap, according to these notes right here?
And I guess since you guys are still alive, it's okay. But
Sounds like a good idea.
You thought there might be a way that we wouldn't be? And this is the first year mentioning it.
No, I said it before. You just ignored me.
Oh, well, I do that all the time.
So that's on you, Walrus Lady.
Yes, well, have no fear. I will be happy to reanimate your little corpse into my personal servant once you're dead. I have some experience in this matter.
It's good to know my body will rot somewhere.
I just wonder if you might be able to, if I modify the spell, retain some of that punchy tail whip stuff. It is very entertaining.
I also can move really fast.
Interesting. I've noticed that my reanimated kobolds don't move very fast at all, so perhaps your innate speed now would compensate for that, and you would move at normal speed when reanimated. Fascinating. Let me take a note.
You do that. Hey, Bright Lady, before you run away, I'm gonna use my last of my key points to give you dark vision for another 8 hours.
Oh, thank you.
You know, we're probably running close to the time.
Yeah. Good thinking.
All right. So with that, Verlaine makes an incantation, throws a couple switches, and looks incredibly smug as the two diminutive party members slither off into the hands of Morpheus.
We make sure it's not the Jared Leo Morpheus, please.
No. It's not Morbin time.
I'm not familiar with that one.
The fucking Morbius, not Morpheus.
Oh yeah, Morbius. No.
Oh.
God, that was horrible.
Sorry. Whatever it is, I fucking hate Jared Leto, so I just don't want anything to do with him.
I
It's
hate
just
Jared Leto as well. Which sucks because I totally had a crush on Joey Catalano in from My So-Called Life when that show was on the air.
Oh, was that him?
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't think his Joker was bad. I mean, I really didn't.
He's just a terrible person.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a groomer.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of really bad stuff about him.
Yeah, my best friend Branwyn used to be big fans of 30 Seconds to Mars, and he had sex with her friend when they were 50. And he is now literally running a cult. An actual fucking cult. On his
It doesn't surprise me.
fucking private property,
Dude, if you're gonna be in a cult, be the leader.
I mean, I'm just saying, and my friend Branwyn's not the only story of him getting with very inappropriately aged people and using his 30 Seconds to Mars shit for that and his stardom and his Joker was okay at best, and yet he terrorized the whole cast in that.
He was in the
movie.
band?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
30
that.
Seconds to Mars?
I don't know any of this shit about him, man.
He's the lead singer.
He's an effeminate little long-haired little douchebag. That's all I know about him, man. I enjoyed his bizarre little Joker shit. That's all.
Spot on.
He's super fucking problematic.
And then I don't have any problem with either feminism, long hair. It's just the douchebaggery, I'm not a fan.
Yeah. He's super problem. It's like I said, he used his 30 Seconds to Mars to just cut a swath of fucking teenagers across the country as an adult, as a 30-something-year-old fucking man,
Well, I mean, he does look like he's 12. I mean,
but
down there. That's what I meant. I mean,
yeah. Fuck Jared Leto.
Or
That's the official.
I thought you just said you didn't want to.
Yeah, well,
Make up your mind.
official
So
stance
Jared,
of,
if you're watching this stream,
yeah. Jared Leto can DIF.
greetings from Bilbo. My favorite meme of the month. I'm not the man I once was. Oh, no, I'm not the hobbit I once was. No, it's...
Yeah. Great.
Anyway. All right, so there are now unconscious. You cast Greater Restoration on her. And as you do, she kind of, as the spell releases, and you can see Lathander's light almost.
Please, Lord Light, bring this poor child back. She's been strained unfairly.
And you're
Release her from her bonds.
I'm sorry. I had a moment of I was going to do a whole calypso thing right there. No, you have to say it as a lover, Thea. You're not doing it right. Your divine spell actually manifests physically for you this time. This high level casting that you do. And it's almost as if there were clouds overhead that begin to break up, and you see rays of sunshine as if through these broken clouds descend and highlight this mage in this chair. And it's as if she sees them or feels them, because for the first time she actually reacts to something, and she turns her head slowly, almost looking up at a sun that she has not seen in thousands of years. And you start to see her kind of in a still being very vague, but for the first time actually maybe seeing the room at all. And as she does, she looks around, she sees you and makes notes, but there's a look of confusion. And as more of that confusion starts to fade out of her eyes, a look of just utter exhaustion fades on her, and she kind of sinks back into the chair, just utterly the picture of tiredness and drained. And she begins to bring a shaky hand up and move her hair and feel her face and look around and what? Like, what? Who?
Bring me the staff. I love how that came through on the other thing. It was perfect. It's exactly what it would have sounded like from the other room.
Well, I understand that two of your party members are now currently asleep, and the other is overseeing them. Kaz, what were you doing during this? After you awake from your angelic like sleep.
Well, I would have been watching over them while they slept.
Okay. So you hear Thea squawk from the other room. A command of bring me the staff, like Moses.
I will peek my head through and be like, shh, these people are trying to sleep.
I'm gonna say that the walls were intervening enough that it wasn't enough to wake them up. Although, God knows, Thea can wake the dead.
Like, I'll just fucking here. Don't get it. I'm trying to keep an eye on them while they fucking sleep.
Alright, I take the staff from them. And then I tell him, you might want to look in glass when you have the time, Kaz.
Look at what? Look at what?
Some glass. Perhaps a shiny reflection of some sort.
Okay.
I'm busy. Go back to your watching.
You got a little something, something in here, you know.
All right. I'm gonna go before her and say, ma'am, I don't know how long you've been asleep, but I would suggest quite some time. I have restored you as much as my lord allows, but I found this on the ground. I believe it was yours. Perhaps it can help you feel a little better.
It's lovely. I'm sorry, I feel so weak, and why is it that I hear your voice through that orb thing?
What?
You've been speaking common, and the professor has been translating. He has moved to your shoulder, and your words have been translated into Netherese. You hear her response coming from.
Got it.
Delayed slightly from the professor, although the professor has gotten noticeably better at it. So that you're almost getting near real-time translations now. Whereas before, he would almost wait till they were completely done with a thing and then translate it. But his proficiency with doing this has gotten markedly better. So that now, as he's speaking, he's able to listen and translate to you. And he's gotten a little bit better, too, about his volume control. So now it's almost as if you're hearing it like a mic in your ear for when they speak. However, it is clear that when he is speaking Netherese, that it's coming from him and not from you.
Sorry. I don't speak your language, lady.
Ah, a translation device.
Oh, he's not a device. He's quite thinking being.
I don't know what or how I would know what that was, but there's so much of my mind is not there anymore.
Do you remember that your city fell?
No.
Well,
No,
your
I do
great
not.
your great city is no more. It has been in ruins for thousands of years.
How is that? And she reaches up to her head. Oh. Well, that shouldn't be possible without the crown. I should be dead.
Well, I took the crown from your head.
It's a small matter.
Well, there was a creepy blobby guy outside, and then he had a pretend you that had a crown on. So I thought maybe the crown was hurting you.
The crown was a gift from my love. Cadvix. I remember him. I don't remember much else, but at least I remember that. Is he with you? He's not. He said he would always come for me.
I don't think so, unless he was a creepy pink and purple blob guy.
She begins to kind of chuckle and coughs it out. He was many things, but he was not a pink and purple glob guy. No. He was a wizard, a high wizard.
Well, lady, you are one of the very few living people we've met here.
Am I? Living, that is? I don't feel like I am. I don't
Oh,
even...
we are talking.
That is fair. That is fair.
Lady,
I am, by the way, my name is Ivera.
Hello,
I
Ivera.
am, or I was, a high sorcerer, wizard, and master of the Tower of Enchantment.
I am Thea, priestess of Lathander. I am here with my party in order to stop the entire realm from being taken by the Frostmaiden. We're on a quest to get all the codicil of white. With your tower as one of our points of stop. Not the codicil. God damn it! I always get this shit.
Octet.
Octet. I'm sorry that you have been held prisoner in your mind or your body. At least I suppose it's a grace that you can't remember any of it.
My mind. Yes, it is. It's no longer there. My memories are gone. I don't recall much of anything. I have the smallest shred. I'm so tired. Smallest shred of who I was. I remember my name. I remember that I was something of a important person. I remember my love. I was able to hold that back from the creature as it fed on me. I do remember its feeding, though. I should be dead, but the crown that Katavix gave me, made for me, kept me alive. I'm so happy he does not know the torment that it enabled that creature to feed on me and resurrect. Every time it killed me and I came back alive.
Oh, do you want your crown back? I
No,
smacked
no.
it over there.
I am done. I have been alive far too long. The horror of it. I cannot face it. Please, I would ask you a mercy and finish what time should have done long ago. Put me out of this misery, this pain.
I'm gonna... Lady, would you like to pray with me?
No.
Just kill her.
I'm gonna have to pray about that. You're asking the wrong person.
She kind of like nods off. I mean, you can clearly see just how utterly exhausted that she is.
Yeah. I know.
Even your spell was only able to restore her somewhat. But
Yeah.
she has the equivalent of 5 levels of exhaustion right now.
Right.
In some ways, she was better off with just the crown and being incoherent. Fuck me, man. I was about to look something up that was pertinent, and now I can't fucking remember. And I don't have 5 levels of exhaustion. I only have 2. What the fuck was I just doing? Oh. I don't know. It's totally gone.
Okay. Well, in order to feel good about this, going to ritual cast ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
Do a funeral rite for her.
Ceremony's in an hour last time?
I believe so. Casting time 1 hour.
Huh?
It's a 1 hour casting time.
Like, going so last year's. Oh fuck, man! I don't fucking know. Maybe I won't ritual cast. Maybe it was just regular cast.
Well, I mean, ritual cast would just be an hour and 10 minutes.
An hour and 10 minutes.
Regular casting is an hour.
Well, sorry, Thea is not gonna feel good about this without some kind of something.
You have a party.
Huh?
Which are asleep at the moment.
Well, only for probably another 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
And you do have a wizard.
True.
With access to a device.
True. Well.
Yeah, maybe if we put her to sleep for another 10 minutes, she might be more coherent.
Or just pass peacefully. Alright. I'm gonna pray while everybody's sleeping. Then
Okay.
once I hear everybody start waking up, I'll go out there.
Okay. So everyone begins to stir. Tam Tam and Filbert, you awake. Sorry. And you get all of your abilities associated with a short rest back. It does take you a minute or two to kind of tend to some of your wounds, Filbert, a little bit more. There was definitely some healing, but some of them need a little bit more bandaging. So you spend a couple minutes at least doing that.
Mechanically, what are we doing for hit point regaining?
You
Are
get
we still using hit dice?
Nope.
Or
Nope, you get half.
half of our max?
Yep.
So 30.
And if you have any hit dice left, then you can use them.
Did that wrong.
I will use one hit die.
Broke up, Filbert.
He was just cursing. It's fun. Discord automatically censored him.
Well, he's you're a halfling, dude.
Okay, don't you get to re-roll that?
Yeah.
No, only D20s.
Really?
Oh, I just figured out why everybody kept getting randomly louder and quieter. There's a volume, like, spinning.
I don't know, Filbert. I think from way back when we always had a you can't roll a 1
Yeah.
on hit points. I mean, I think that was a house rule from back like day
Yeah.
1.
Was.
Yeah.
All right. I mean,
No,
I'm not gonna
seriously.
argue with you.
Dude, there ain't nothing fucking worse than rolling a 1 on a fucking hit point. I mean, that's worse than combat.
There you go. That's a little better.
And that's ridiculous, man, that halfling luck only goes towards D20s.
Yeah.
That's diceism.
I mean, it's still pretty fucking powerful with just D20s.
Oh, just attack roll. Yeah. All right. Well, we do have the house roll. You can't roll 1 on any of your like leveling HP or short rest HP. Because that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if you had like the worst luck ever, and every single time you leveled up, you rolled a 1.
Why do you think I made the damn roll?
It would be so bad.
I was literally that guy.
You would be the squishiest person. Like, even if you were like a barbarian or something, like the squishiest fucking barbarian on the planet. Like, I mean, it would be funny.
I've never played a barbarian. I'm almost always play casters of some kind.
Same.
Yeah. My go-to back in like 2E was fighter cleric.
That's a great combo.
Fighter. Yeah.
But you can play war cleric now, so you don't have to dilute.
Yeah.
And that was my first 5e character, was a war cleric. Mountain dwarf, of course.
I'm two.
My first 5e character was also a cleric.
What was his name? I named him Chert Stormforge. Because chert is a type of shale.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first 5e character was a wizard that died at level 3.
So my first 5e character was a bard, and it died at level 4. Did I get to level 4? I think I got to level 4.
Shit happens, man.
Heroically died, though, right?
Yeah.
John wishes he could say that.
Getting beat up by my own party as I saved them.
Oh, nice.
They were enchanted, though, right?
Yes. The one was.
Still. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I have not been sleeping.
Yeah, neither is John, according to his watch.
Yeah, it's helpful to a point, and then it's like feeds that feedback loop.
Yeah, before I got the watch, I thought my average was like 6 hours a night, and then I found out it's actually like 4 to 5.
Yep. Yeah, you're in bed for 6 hours. You're not sleeping all that time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then at some point during the week, I'll have like one day where like I actually sleep for like 7 or 8 hours, and then I'll take like 1 or 2 hour naps during the day and actually get over 8 hours of sleep.
Oh my god, I haven't had a nap. I can't remember the last time I napped.
I'll lay on the couch and the cat will come up and curl up next to me, and it just puts me to sleep.
It's the
Does, knocks him right out.
best reason to have a cat.
Yeah, she'll curl up right. I'll be laying on my side, and she'll curl up right in my chest.
Okay.
And it's just
So speaking of naps, you have a emaciated woman.
Yeah. So,
out there, I'll come in.
well, that was gonna come out, but yeah. So.
Well, Verlaine actually was also walks in and is about to tell you that the sleepers have awoken.
Well, this lady just fell back asleep, and she wants us to kill her.
Okay.
What did you do to her?
I restored her. I prayed to my God and brought her back, and she doesn't remember much of anything. Apparently the crown was a gift from her love that was like keeping her alive, and the creepy goo was draining her. And
yes, it would do that. That would be how it would feed. Similar to, are you familiar with an intellect devour? No, clearly not. Okay, but
my dad told me about those ones.
It would eat. You would be safe from it, Kaz. No worries. It would feast upon her memories. A little wizardry humor. I'm sorry, Kaz. That is a knee-jerk reaction, a joke we tell as apprentices to each other.
Okay.
No, you would be in mortal peril if an intellect devourer were to sniff out your great big brain.
Yes, 13 intellect. The intellect devourer would still come after it.
Is that girlfriend 13 or is that real 13?
It would still come after it. It would go after other people in the party first. But...
No, that sounds like you'd be first. I'd be last.
You would be potentially invisible.
So great.
So you have that going for you. So you should be so very proud.
I am.
You should make it your mission to do nothing but hunt intellect devourers after we're done.
I don't know what they look like. Or where they live.
Well, they look like brains, so no wonder your confusion.
I don't normally crack open the skulls of my enemies.
Okay, so that gooey mess that you leave after you do that, imagine what that might look like when it was formed fully before you smashed it to bits. Now, let that sprout legs, and there you have it. An intellect devourer.
Tasty?
I'm glad that I do not know.
Well, maybe if I carry her out there and you use that machine to force her to rest a bit, she might get more bearings on herself.
See, this is why those intellect devourers would be all over you, Kaz. You are thinking. Unfortunately, I have expended all the charges that were in it without the creature that has apparently caused all this problem to begin with. According to the notes, it does feed upon memories. Now,
Yeah, she doesn't have any of those anymore.
well, once upon a time, when this was before the fall, it would be a simple matter. You would get treated for ailments or for severe depression. Chronic issues could be remedied by selective and surgical removal of memories or altering of memories. It was a service that was paid for by donation of simple things, things you perhaps might not even want to remember. Laundry, cleaning the house, something that you really, mundane type of things would be donated to fuel the ability, its higher abilities. Clearly, it had gotten loose and has been feasting upon this poor woman's mind for the last millennium. How she survived, I do not understand.
The crown. I told you it was a gift from her lover.
You did say the crown was a gift from her lover. I did not make the intuitive leap that was what was keeping her alive.
Why Cass gets eaten first.
Touche, little one. Touche. You will make such a lovely zombie.
So I have a bit of a dilemma. She begged me to end it, and I am torn as to what the Lord shone his light upon her and brought her back from the depths of her mind, and now she's begging to end it all.
Did we get the information we needed out of her first?
No, all of her memories are gone. They're probably inside the gooey pile over there.
Maybe we should ask her first.
I did.
Have to be somewhere, right?
Inside that gooey pile over there.
Did you really ask her?
I asked her what memories she had, and she said that she remembered her love and the crown, and that she was a wizardess of this tower, and that was about it. I asked her about the octet, and she was like, I don't know.
You did not. You asked her about the Codex of White.
Yeah, I fucking retconned that. That was just my bad fucking dyslexia and memory.
I said octet, and she's like, oh yeah, no, the octet.
Yeah. That's retcon.
All right, well, then retcon this, that you didn't say that to her, because she didn't hear you say it.
So we'll need to wake her up and ask her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shake her awake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ivira!
Oh shit. Hang on.
Oh no, did you drop your mug?
I spilled something bad.
Uh-oh.
No!
Hate white carpet.
Hey, carpet.
Hey.
Yeah. Heard. It's a blanket cat. It's not gonna jump up and attack you.
If it's a
You're
mimic.
like,
Yeah, that's what she's acting like. She's like,
now she's
ironically,
looking at you like, don't make fun of me, bitch.
yeah. Why are you being so weird?
All right, on the upside, the person who rents this to me bought it to live in it originally.
Nice.
So while it is white carpet, it's fucking expensive white carpet. Like,
Is it
as
Berber?
someone who built 2 different homes that I lived in from scratch, you know, and ordered everything, this is crazy. So that should have stained like crazy, but it just sat on the top of it.
So is it Berber?
No, it's thick. It's not like deep plush, but the pad underneath it is super, like, if I move a chair, there's like marks that slowly come up. Anyway, it's just really nice carpet. Why they did white, I just don't fucking understand. You
I don't
know,
know why anybody would ever. I don't understand any reasoning. I don't even know why they make white carpet. Just shouldn't exist as a thing.
I mean, Berber, multicolored Berber is the way to go.
Yeah.
Just because it's indestructible and yada yada. Yeah, but I gotta say, this is posh on your feet, walking around in it barefoot. It is nice.
Yeah. Just shouldn't be white.
It shouldn't be, or not, at least for people like me. Okay, sorry.
All I see is cat.
She or wait. Ivira!
I was talking to. Oh, there she is. There's more of you. Hang on, I gotta close that door. I left it open. The fan's too damn loud. When the heat goes on, that fan goes and it's really loud if the door's not closed. Man, she's not the only one who got her memory eaten.
No,
Catavax? Is that you, Catavax?
It's probably dead.
What?
I mean, yeah. I mean, have you seen the city? You've been staring out the window for like ever, right?
She looks back out the window and it faces the glacier end of the city. That's beyond the city.
Is that like your normal view?
It's the only view I've had, and I think I've only been awake a moment. And Catavax is a great necromancer. If anyone's still alive, it would be him. He made, and she reaches up, she goes, "Oh, that's right. You have the crown."
You should give the lady back her crown.
No,
I asked her if she
Silly
wanted it.
things.
She said no.
I do not want it.
Why? If it's from your lover, you should want it.
Because it was the unwittingly cause of my long suffering. I'm glad that I can't remember most of it.
Lady, I know that you're tired. Can you help us with your part of the octet?
I'm sorry, remind me what that is again?
It's some sort of 8-part magical ritual. Like the first is to shield thy heart. The wand of the nether oak. There's another part about starting a flame with foam in your hand. And another thing about burning a burnt palm loosens the tongue.
Sounds painful.
And I don't know the next part. And then the part after that, the quench the flame with palm with quench the flame with ice. And then there's another part about hiding behind a mask.
How mysterious.
But we need to find all 8 parts so we can try to end the endless winter that's the
It's
fall
just
on
to
the
get
land.
it. I thought it was just to get into that building over there.
I mean, it
Oh, the one in the
is.
middle.
Yeah, we have to get it. We use that to get in there so we can try to stop the endless winter.
We're just hoping something's in there, right?
Sounds a
Yeah.
noble quest, to be sure.
Each of the
Perhaps.
towers.
Perhaps. I remember my staff. Do you have my staff?
Yes, it's right here.
You're stealing her staff too. Jeez.
I tried to hand it back to her like 3 times.
It's hard to concentrate. It's hard to focus. She did. I remember she did. I didn't recognize it at first, but hold on to it and bring it here. Cleric. She puts her hand on it. And your name?
They
She begins to chant very softly, kind of underneath her breath, just a little bit. And the Professor Orb, hovering near you, Thea, says it very quietly as well into your ear. He translates. She's saying, I beseech you, this is your new owner, Thea. And as he says that and she finishes, you suddenly become aware of the staff. It's as if you had spent the time to attune. You instantly are attuned to it. And you are struck with visions. Literal, like almost memory type of things. It's almost as if you see yourself in them, though. Not as her, but you see yourself. You are a high wizard of the tower. You see the city, not in its current state, but you see it in its grandeur. Underneath a bright blue sky without clouds, soaring above the land. Mountains passing slowly on the side in an ever-changing view from your tower. Flashes to other things, attending a lightning ball match with a stately, chisel-jawed wizard at your side who you know is your true love. Flashes again to performing a ritual with 7 other wizards around as you invoke protections upon the city. And you intone your part and you hear yourself saying, fuck. Nothing like screwing up a moment there. Oh, for fuck's sake. 4th, coax a secret from another. And as you snap back after your visions that you prevail, you see that she's kind of passed out. Her breathing is very shallow. She's not dead, but she's very, very weak.
I'm very happy. I don't want to go on the cot.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Wow, that got even darker.
Listen, if you can't throw money pots online out at
I know,
Dragon
like,
session,
but
I mean,
in this circumstance, that's dark as fuck.
Man, I gotta use my again. I'll be right back.
Thea.
yeah.
You are instantly attuned, however, to this golden staff.
Okay. Staff of Charm. I'm already charming.
I know, but read it.
I am. I'm working on it.
Only in your head.
That's where Thea lives, man.
Where's it? Pop.
So it's a staff of charming. While holding this staff, you can use an action to expend one of its 10 charges to cast Charm Person, Command, or Comprehend Languages.
Yeah, but I got Professor's Kit for that.
Well, at the moment you do. From it using your spell save DC. The staff can also be used as a magical quarterstaff. That's the part I wanted to make sure you saw.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're holding the staff and fail a saving throw against an enchantment spell that targets you, you can turn your failed save into a successful one. You can't use that property of the staff again until the next dawn. But if you succeed on the save against an enchantment spell that targets you, with or without the staff intervention, exactly. You can use one charge to toss it back to you. I'm reading this for those people who may be watching at home.
The one or two people.
Yeah. But there, shit lives on forever in the internet. And, for those of you who found us in the rubble of the fallout of the end of the world and our civilization, and now you know what the staff does.
You're
Nice. It recharges 1d8 plus 2 expended charges daily.
Well, they all do. Everything that you guys have gotten does.
That's dope. Nuh-uh.
There's very few things other than Valane's magic missile wand that she got at Big Lots in the discount bin.
My Christmas present forever.
Okay, that was a Christmas present.
But that's pretty much the only magical item I got outside the breastplate. So.
Yeah, but that's +4 on boob enhancement, so that was, there's that.
I don't know how to add this to my character.
So go under, I can't even describe what the compendium icon looks. Oh, they're supposed to be books. That's what they are. So click on the book button, the one right in the middle.
Journal?
So it's
button.
up top. There's
Journal. Journal.
They look like it's 3 books. One's at an angle. They actually look like they're supposed to be books. They look like crayons. Click on that and then type in Staff of Charming.
Ow.
And then just drag that onto your character sheet.
Okay. On a laptop's like.
Yeah, it's the laptop.
Well, I don't have a second monitor set up. So
I'm playing. Relax.
you relax.
Okay. I'll see you next week.
Bye.
God
Fell
damn
back
it.
asleep.
That came out really well.
What?
This.
It did.
If you play, did you play Fallout, Rebecca?
I played 76.
Yeah. So this is very close to the 76 one. So the only thing, the mono, it's cylindrical, and I think in the game they're slightly bowed out. So I'm making these will fit in the guns, because you don't want that weird shape in the gun. But I'm gonna make a couple of them that are just props in themselves with the correct shape. It's hard to see because I've like rotated them
Get up.
in game to look at them, and it's hard to tell. It seems like they're fatter at the bottom, but it's hard to tell.
Nick,
I'll do it for you.
I'm trying to drag it. It's it because it's popped out? I don't.
If it's popped out,
Yes.
it
If it's
doesn't
popped
do
out,
it.
you can't do it. I got you, Thea. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, I'm like trying.
Yeah, if you can do my Ring of the Ram as well, because I am also working on just one screen, so I can't really do anything without it.
Yeah, when you pop it out, it won't work. All right, it's now in there for you, Thea.
You?
And Ring of the Ram coming right up, Filbert.
She did?
You'd think after all this time I would remember to hold Alt.
How do I put it?
You got it, Filbert? Put it where?
Well, isn't it also like a weapon?
It is. Let me do that for you. Thea, or Tara, don't do shit on there when I'm on your character sheet.
I'm not touching it. I was scrolling up.
Yeah, well, if you do that, it actually scrolls up on his too.
Oh.
Yeah.
David's a robot.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm cleaning up her character sheet. There's all kinds of stupid.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah, you got things on here like 4 times.
I know. I don't know how to get rid of stuff.
Well, I'm doing that right now.
Wait.
You genuinely have to hit the unlock thing.
You got flaming. You literally have everything on here like 4 times.
I don't know why. Like it just does that. I didn't fucking do
You
that.
got, Scorching Rays on here 3 times. Yeah, but you're right. In fact, let's do this. Let's add a regular staff. And then I'll modify it. That way everything else is in there. Quarter staff plus 1. modify the quarterstaff +1 into the. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean mechanically, it's like a quarterstaff +1
Yeah.
for melee.
That's better than my mace.
That's true.
Oh.
Yeah, you have had the lamest physical weapon for an entire campaign.
Yep. Why do you think I just pretty much turned into a caster?
Well, I mean, and if you look, you now have a golden cross-topped staff. I mean, that is
totally
very
on brand.
It's very Lathander.
Yeah. Zach. I think this is probably a good place to call it. I know everybody's tired.
Yeah, that's fine. We all good for next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
In fact, I'm off work next Monday. Hooray!
Me too.
MLK Day.
Yeah, well, so I'm off work all this week.